Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for Kingdom of the Southern Gate. So the threat of the true Fae has passed, but the hurricane hasn't. So people are still stuck in the stronghold. It'll be about another day before they're let out. And Sullivan Ramsey notices that his new lover is crying in the corner, very unbecoming for her, but as he can be moved to be an emotional person, he'll kind of and he's kind of got his fingers kind of laced under his chin with his elbows resting on his knees and his chin resting on his hands. And he'll just look at her.
Um, so you lagged out for part of that for me. Did he announce himself?
Nope. He just crouched down
Okay.
and just kind of looked at her.
Okay. She doesn't quite notice him at first. She's pretty focused on letting out her emotions in private. Um, as private as it can be in this stronghold. Get there forever. Um, when she does eventually look up, she'll kind of jump a little bit because she's not expecting someone to be sitting there. And she'll say, how long have you been there?
Long enough. He'll smile and nod. He'll pull a bandana out of his pocket and touch her cheek.
She'll scoot closer to him.
So I can't help but notice that it looks like your life is falling apart. And he'll nod.
She bites her lip and kind of nods a little bit.
What specifically triggered this rather emphatic crying event?
Keep keep going over what Fiona said to me and how she said it, and just, oh God, we were good friends. For this, because of what she said and how she said it. Said she was never going to speak to me again.
I think people say that in a fit of anger, but really don't understand that it's not something you can kind of do sometimes. But sure right now she feels like she's never going to speak to you again.
Well, I mean, realistically, because there's no chance in hell I'm allowing her to keep Dominic away from this child. Yeah, I know that, but
I would
just,
love, I would love to tell you. You know what? Now's not the time. He'll just shake his head and wave him like his hands. Nope, now's not the time.
what? You started to say it, say it.
You might have to prepare yourself for the inevitability of the fact that he may pull out of this situation completely.
I hope he doesn't.
I mean, it would make him a terrible person. It would be shitty, to say the least. But
I don't.
he's already proven that he's willing to let her make his choices for him.
Put it that way.
I'm sorry about that. And I hate saying that to you. Like I said, I didn't think right now was the right time.
She'll shake her head. No, It's okay. God damn it.
I don't dislike the fellow at all. I just think that he certainly showed everybody why he sprung.
She'll nod.
I know a lot of people who've questioned why Dominic Carlo is a member of the Supreme Court. They see somebody who's often sad and a little bit distant, not realizing that sometimes impulsivity is what can draw somebody to being of the Supreme Court. And when you spend so long holding back the waters behind the dam when it breaks, you can make some really, really, really destructive and catastrophic decisions. I'll shrug.
And
Might not.
I allowed myself to get swept up in it.
You did, yes. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You both you both got swept up. You're so used to things you care about that when you actually do love something or you feel connected to something, you hold on to it so strongly that letting go of it can be almost destructive in and of itself. I've learned that about you in the very short time I've known you. I can see that.
She frowns a little bit, closes her eyes.
I can't necessarily say that I blame you. There does come a point where you lose so much that not only do you want everything, but you can't bear to lose something else. And you try to make up for lost time. I'll shrug. I think that's why I got into horticulture. It taught me to slow down, to, I don't know, just let the green things grow, let time take its passage. A lot of people wonder why I'm not spring court, why it's autumn that I went to.
She smiles at that and nods. People say the same thing about me. I already told you this, but working for the spring court as an escort because they don't have any females over there.
I'm just autumn because I don't care. I'll shrug. I was swept up in the autumn when I first came through. They saw a darkling and took me in. I was good at cataloging things, and I'll shrug. William Starr has put me to work, and I've stayed there ever since. I don't feel particularly connected to it, but I wouldn't leave it without reason.
Lexa says that I hang on to Autumn because I'm afraid to let it go.
Although that would be the essence of hanging on to Autumn, then he'll nod.
He
Afraid
feels
to
that
let.
I should. He feels that I belong in the spring court more so than autumn.
What do you think?
I. She'll think for a second. Honestly, I feel like that I can blend in wherever I am. And I feel, at least for now, that I belong in autumn. That's where
He'll nod.
that's
May I? I think I know what you're trying to say.
please, because my brain isn't working right now.
You feel so much chaos and change in your life that you need something familiar. There's so much going on. There's so much happening with you. So much destabilizing your life. At the end of the day, your court, where you are right now, is stability. It's a home of sorts, especially since it's yours and it's so close and personal to you. If you jump to another court or become courtless, you're going to possibly cut off all foundation you have. You may not even be necessarily completely satisfied with being in a courtier, but I'll shrug.
She'll think about that, and oh, God, you're right.
I'll smile.
The last like 2 months of my life has been a complete whirlwind. I fallen in love with more than one person, got Faye married to them, moved into their house, gave up my house, rented it out, fell in love with another person, decided to have a child with him, and then he didn't bother to tell the other person he's raising other children with, and now I'm losing him. And I'm pregnant. Which is 2 months ago, if you told me I was pregnant today, I would laugh in your fucking face. Tell you there was no chance in hell I would ever have children.
You still
She
don't.
laughs and shakes her head.
He'll shrug and he'll say, "You still don't have to.
She'll look at him.
You just have to birth the baby. You don't have to keep it." I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm just trying to point out that there are options.
No, 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 no. You don't understand. I've already met her. I've already talked to her. I've
Oh, okay.
She's mine and I'm keeping her. I love
Okay.
her so much already. There's no chance in hell I'm letting her go. She just shakes her head. She's very convicted in that.
Oh, he does not question that shit. He'll nod. Like you can tell that he literally just needed to point that out. Like, and now he is done. That is closed and buried.
Yep. She's like, oh no, don't you even fucking suggest that shit.
Nope. I'll just smile at her like I got nothing else to say on that front. I'm done.
Just a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I've changed. Not the
Yeah.
same person I was.
As far as court business goes, I have probably one of the strangest views you'd hear on the matter, but I don't know if you would trust me with it.
I'd be curious to know.
I'll think a moment. I don't know if you know me well enough to know why I would say this. At the end of the day, I think that he'll chew his lip. You should heavily consider whatever it is Elias thinks you should do.
She'll blink.
He'll shrug.
I know that I've sort of talked to him about it before, and he he said before I should stay in autumn.
Nod. I think that of everyone that I know that's involved in your life and what involvement I have in it, that which you haven't even seen. I do believe that Elias has not only your best interest in heart, but also has. I'll chew his lip a moment. A mind paid to your strengths and how to help you lean into them. He's a brilliant tactician.
She'll nod. Why I wasn't too mad at him for what he did with tipping off Fiona. I just wish the person I'm angry at isn't Elias actually. It's Dominic because he didn't tell her. And I asked him to. So many times I asked him to and he didn't do it. Because he was afraid. Or something, I don't know. And it almost makes me feel like he didn't think I was important enough to mention. And do you know how much that hurts? Close her eyes, shake her head, tears running down her face again. And we are now experiencing some technical difficulties. Back in time, we may have to do a part two.
Everyone back.
Yay!
I'm back.
Okay, so what was the last thing you heard?
I literally don't remember.
She was talking about Dominic, and that she wasn't mad at Elias, she was mad at Dominic.
Okay.
Did you catch that? Any of that?
Nope. Nope.
No? Okay. That she said, I'm not mad at Elias actually for tipping off Fiona. The person I'm mad at is Dominic because he didn't fucking tell her. And I asked him so many times to tell her, and he didn't do it for whatever reason. I don't know if he was scared or what, but
Why
and you know
don't?
how that makes me feel. It makes me feel like that I wasn't important enough to mention.
Well, hell, I can't argue that.
I just. And she's got tears in her eyes again.
Even if you weren't important enough to him to mention, that doesn't mean you're not important enough to others.
She'll look at him. I know that.
He'll kind of sit down against the wall and pull her into his lap. I know we just started seeing each other, but why do you trust me when I say that I've been here longer than you think? And he'll smile.
She'll nod. There's people that I don't know that know me. I'll smile at that a little bit. And she'll lean into him and glad you're here, and I'm glad that I met you.
Mm, me too.
Thank you for being.
He'll nuzzle her face.
She'll nuzzle it back.
There are things about me that you'll learn in time. Secrets. Little trivial things. And then some things that aren't quite so easy to dismiss. I promise you, though, everything about me you need to know. You'll learn in time.
Well, I don't expect to learn everything right away. But I'm sure you probably know more about me than I think, so. She'll chuckle.
I can tell you one thing. He'll draw his finger from like behind her earlobe down her jaw to her chin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a member of the Autumn Court. And they'll smile and pull back. And he'll boop her nose.
She'll laugh and snuggle into him.
But you didn't hear that, did you?
Hear what?
A kiss all over her cheeks. Good. And he'll run his thumb over her lips. That's
She'll
my
kiss his. She'll kiss his thumb.
And he'll hold her for a little bit before asking her if she wants to go find Dominic himself and fucking tear into him. Mm-hmm.
If I can get him without Fiona around, yeah.
I mean, I
I
could
really need to talk to him.
if I really need to, but
I really need to talk to him.
I have an Aussie accent. That gets anybody's attention.
Keep her distracted for me so I can talk to him.
I could really church it up too. I could sound like I'm from Sydney. I could do my best Crocodile Dundee impression.
Oh my god.
All right, now I'm gonna go stick my finger in this crocodile's bum.
She cracks the fuck up. Oh my god. Okay, I needed that. You do that impression anytime.
Hey,
Except,
yeah.
well, no, no, even while we're having sex, I think I'd be okay with that.
Oh yeah. It's not a knife. This is a knife. I gotta grab his playfully. Like he utterly fucking hates that accent, like that fucking sloppy ass fucking
Yes.
Bushman fucking accent. Like it's not even near his fucking actual accent. He's got again, for those who do not know, he's got that soft, gentle West Australian accent, not that fucking overplayed crocodile hunter accent. And he'll just smile at her.
Smile back.
Did dingo eat your baby? He'll smile at her.
She shakes her head. No.
Dingo try.
No dingo is gonna eat my baby.
You know, I know all the words to Man Down There. Yeah, Man Down Under, right?
Do you now?
You can do a shift for you right now if you wanted to. Traveling in a freighted combi. The head of the zombie. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. I can't know every word to that fucking song as a point of pride. I learned them. Because everybody was like, nobody knows all the words to this song. And I went, fuck you. They're just lyrics. That's not that hard.
Right? Oh my god. Seriously.
But both he and I could sing the entire song to you. He'll get past like the first chorus laughing and smile at her.
She'll laugh.
So you need to go find your baby daddy. This is like nod, like yikes.
She purses her lips and just like.
If it helps, do you remember the alcove I took you to earlier?
I
No,
do.
come find me after it. I will be naked, sprawled out on my bed.
I will do that. Expect
Just for
me.
you, just for you to just kind of like roll his hands, like just so you can let all that stress out. I'm happy to relieve all of this pain and stress from you. He'll nod. As a true son of autumn.
Yes. She'll lean up and kiss him.
And liberal earlobe afterwards. Oh
I am really glad I met you.
yeah. I'm really glad I met you. There was such a dot 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 here.
You already just seem to know exactly what I need to feel better.
I've been watching you a little while.
I know. If I wasn't Autumn, I would think it was creepy, but.
I mean, it's a little bit creepy. You shower before, but he'll just shrug, like, whatever. I was given a fucking mission.
Oh my.
It's that simple. I did my duty for God, King, and country. What, you want me to watch your insanely gorgeous fucking wife 24/7, even in the shower? Okay. Might have picked up a few new fetishes, by the way.
Really now?
God, I love when you put your stockings on.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I come back to you later. I'll bring a pair.
Oh God, yes. Oh, tilt his head back and look up like, thank you. I love it when loyalty is rewarded so handsomely. Oh, beautifully in this case. I'll just playfully, like, kind of pull her to straddle him quickly and kiss her.
Yep, she was actually already moving to straddle him, so
Ah!
so that works out.
Yeah, you remember when Elias, when you first hooked up into this whole scenario and all that shit, and Elias was like, I'm gonna set somebody to watch you, you're just never gonna see them.
Oh my god, yes, that was you.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm telling you out of game. It was Sullivan.
Oh,
But
oh, oh, oh yeah, that was him. Shit.
yes, Sully that was
Oh,
watching him or
oh
watching
god. Uh huh.
her. So from that point, which was like your earliest scenes with Elias, that's
Yes.
how long Sully's been watching her.
Jesus, for like 6 weeks at least.
At least.
Damn.
That's
Damn.
why he
All
was right
right.
there when like things went down and he was when you were waiting for him essentially.
So Elias was like, "You go find this person."
Yeah, fine. Oh, boom, oh, he's here. Oh, was there
Uh,
the time?
like he's actually nearby, so go. God damn it! Oh, that's amazing. I love Elias so fucking much. Anyway,
So yeah, you're gonna go find Dom after you finish making out profusely
yep,
with your
that's
body there.
exactly that's exactly what's gonna happen. She's gonna go find him.
He's tense and in the mess hall getting food for the kids basically. It's like your best chance of catching him.
Okay, she's gonna look around and make sure Fiona is nowhere near him.
Nope, not right now. Oh God.
Okay, good.
He saw his overlay and I was like, his face probably looks like his overlay right now.
Probably. So spots him. She takes a deep breath and she walks up right over to him.
He immediately shields like he thinks he's gonna get hit. And then he's like, okay, hi.
Hello, Dominic.
Oh, ow, fuck, you used my whole first name. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He'll just put the food down, like, nope, this is happening. Okay, hi.
She purses her lips. She's actually a bit more angry than she anticipated she would be
Oh,
seeing him. Holy shit.
yeah, so sorry. I'm an asshole. This is my fault. You had nothing. You were innocent, not innocent. Fuck.
Would you like to sit down?
No.
No.
I can't sit right now. I'm gonna pass out if I do. Okay, okay, okay. Listen, can I just speak?
I'm listening.
Okay. First off, yes, yes, I love you. Okay. I'm not even going to fucking like pretend I don't. Okay. I do love you very much. I love you. I love Harmony. I love everything. Okay. Fuck. I. This isn't about me. And it's not about you. This isn't about what I want. I made a massive fucking mistake. I should have just told Fiona. Okay. And you were telling me to. I really, 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 really should have told her. And I
Yeah, yeah, you fucking
fucked
should have.
up. I fucked up. Okay. I did this to myself. And I do want Fiona. I do care for her. I do love her. And I love our family and our children. And I want to be with her, but I don't want you to think that that means I don't want to be with you. I do.
Shrugs. Can't be with you. She said so. She pulled me aside. She said
Yeah.
that she's never speaking to me again and that our relationship is over. All with a smile on her face. Do you know how cold that was? How fucking much that hurt me? Do you even care how much that hurt me?
Of course I care. Did I Daughter, I just said I love you. Well, you think she snapped her fingers and all of a sudden that went away?
Certainly what it feels like. She's making all your decisions now.
We have 3 kids.
I know that.
And I do love her, okay? I've spent my entire life being the back burner boy, okay? Being the fallback.
Do you really think that I was going to make you a back burner boy? I chose to have a child with you.
You have a fucking life.
Yes, and I wanted that to include you.
Realistically, where was it going to go? You are fucking so in love with your fiance. And you know what? That's fine. And I'm truly, genuinely so fucking happy you have that. Okay, that man would go to the ends of the earth and beyond for you. I have no doubt about it. And you're gonna walk down the aisle to him and you get married and you have a happy life with him. And I want that too. And if that makes me selfish, I'm fine, sorry. Yeah, maybe things between Fiona and I aren't perfect. Maybe we're not each other's first choices, but I don't feel like I'm settling. You were my first choice. You want to hear it? There it is. Fucking obviously. You have 3 fucking children with her. Come home to her every day. And yet there I was with you. But the life I want, what I want, I could never have with you. And it's just unfair to the both of us to try to pretend that it could ever be enough for either of us. I love you. I do. I swear to fucking God, I love you. But that's not enough to build a life off of. A true life. Like, not just. I just wasn't the one. And that's okay. I realize that, you know? I realize that now, especially. I'm not your happy ending. And maybe I can be hers, you know? I'm sorry you got hurt in that. I did fuck up. I realize that. I should have come to her. Maybe you and I could have been together if I hadn't been so afraid to just be honest. And to not think only with my heart. Because that's how much I loved you. Love you. I just fucking threw everything else out the window. Just to have you. I risked everything. My life, my children, my home, my happiness. I risked all of that for you. Which I sure as fuck know you wouldn't do in return. Fact of the matter is if you left Lexa right now, told me you were marrying me and we're going to do this together, shrug. You'd have me back in your arms right now. But you can't do that. You just can't. And that's okay. I'll come to terms with that. So, time for me to. I always said I wanted a family. I always said I wanted to be a father, to have to have a life that I never had. Be careful what you wish for, huh? Because now I have it. And I do love her. And I respect her. In time, I know I'll come to desire her. And we'll work things out together. And you are always going to be this void in my life that I'm not going to fill. A part of me that's been carved out and made wholly yours. And I'll be a damn good father to our child. I would give neither you or her no less. But yeah,
Rose is crying. Um, guess my vision for our future wasn't the same as yours.
I think it was. I think that I had a dream. I had hope for something different. That was impossible, but I think that the realistic future I wanted was the same as yours. But I fucked up. And I didn't include the person who I needed to include on that. And now it's something I've broken and it's beyond repair. And I can't do anything about it. All I can do is really own up to it. I'm not gonna leave her, lose her, our family, our children, to be one of your lovers.
She shakes her head. You're more than that to me. I
Yeah, I
fell
know.
harder and faster for you than I ever thought I would.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you didn't fall hard enough. And that's okay.
I just don't like being told I have to choose.
Oh, you don't have to choose. You've already decided. And I'm not stupid. There are things that I want and need in this relationship. There are things that you want and need in it. And there are things that I can realistically go to Fiona with and tell her this is what I can and can't do. They don't mesh. Because I fucked up. Yeah, I did. I'm not even gonna deny that. I'm not even gonna sit back and fucking act like some noble jackass. And I don't up to the fact that I pretty much destroyed any chance that I had for the hopeful future. One where we had some blended poly family there. you and Fiona being besties and us all getting along. That was a
Oh,
nice. I mean, I would have been okay with it. It's not what I would have wanted, but he'll shrug. Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much what I had in mind.
Mhm. See, I was there with you. I love you. That's not going to happen now. The plan didn't work, and I'm sorry for that. So I have to walk away because there are two paths right now, and one of them sure as hell isn't getting walked down. And oh fuck, that kills me. It makes me sick. I literally spent hours last night sobbing because I know I'll never be able to hold you again or build my life around you and our plans, what I want to do with you, our daughter. Now, granted, I think maybe it's a little crazy for me to have wanted to, what most people consider the heteronormative fucking typical life. Oh, well. But
Joy having her tell me that our relationship was over. That hurt.
yeah, and I can tell you didn't appreciate it. I can't tell you that. And I'll let her know if in the future she ever decides to presume to make actions like that again. We're going to have a very serious sit down. I think that's what hurts the most out of all of this. That I know I'm not your choice. That was never even a question. And like I said, I'm glad you choose Lexa, and I'm glad that you're going to have a life with him. And I look forward to seeing where your life takes you. We'll be involved in each other's lives. We had a child together. But there never was a choice. And I know that. Fiona did choose. She chose to stay with me. Even after I betrayed her. Even after I hurt her. And gave everything that I should have given to her to you. She chose me. Something you'll never do. And that's okay. It's okay. It is. So I love you. And I will never stop loving you. And I will never regret what we shared. But I'm going back to the woman who chose me. Our kids are hungry. And we're having this really nice debate. Take care, okay? I'll pick the stuff back up.
Not gonna let her talk.
Hmm?
Not gonna let her talk.
I mean, I was a storyteller. I'm not going to not let her talk.
Because she's
He
tried to
can
say stuff,
stop.
and
Yeah,
she's
he
tried
can.
to say stuff, and he's just kept.
That is Dominic doing that, by the way. I do realize that you're doing that, and he's cutting her off. So if you want to talk, please, by all means. But that is the character doing that. So
Okay.
you can talk.
So do you not care what I have to say?
I think that anything that you say ends in the same result. And it's not that I don't care what you have to say.
I know it doesn't matter what I say.
It's not that it doesn't matter.
Okay. Keep thinking that.
Of course, it matters. I just already know it. And granted, you can say it. But if I grabbed a piece of paper right now, scribbled it down, flipped it over, and you read it afterwards, you'd see I, in fact, know what you have to say.
I love you.
I'll put the tray down.
If I could rip myself in half and give part of, or clone myself so that both of you could have me, do you not think that it hurts me just as much not to be with you? But being away from him, I can't. Sorry, Dominic. I'm sorry that I can't choose you.
How do you think I feel right now? Look at yourself because that's how I feel.
I know. I know.
You think I can tear myself away from you? No, I can't. You should have made the choice for me because I can't make it.
Um, Keep you updated on our daughter, okay? She'll stand up and turn around, start to walk away.
Yeah, he was about to say something, but he'll just tighten his jaw and just look down.
Oh, if he looked like he was about to say something, she would have stopped.
I have to tear myself apart and know this pain so you don't have to lose him. Consider me a fucking martyr, but that's how much I love you.
She nods.
And he'll just look down.
How much wants to just going to. She just gives him a very longing look.
He'll think for a moment and he'll look over at her. Too bad there isn't a good 20 of you running around, huh?
Goodbye, Dominic.
He'll give
Turn
her a
around
soft,
and walk off.
and he'll look away. Like he said that last part to basically kind of hurt her a little bit to get her to like be more okay.
Oh yeah, oh it worked.
Not the fucking character I meant to say. They have a question for you in the little thingy.
Right now she'd go to Lexa.
Okay, that's not, sharing screen just isn't going to do anything for us.
No, it isn't.
He is someplace you get to him.
Um, she's
He's reading. He's reading a book, kind of sitting on one of the benches, and he'll light up when he sees her and look at her.
she's she is fucking sad and crying, and she's just I need you, Lexa.
He'll put the book down immediately and hold his arms out. Come here.
She'll fall into his arms.
And he'll nuzzle her and hold her close. You're cold. You're so cold. What's wrong? He'll take his sweater off. He has like a light cardigan over himself, and he'll take it off and wrap it around her shoulders.
I just I just talked to Dominic.
Oh. He'll pull her head to his chest. Oh.
You know, he loves me the same way I love you.
He'll he'll cover her cheek and she'll get him to look up at him.
Adam,
Where does your heart tell you to go?
here with you.
Over him, over Elias, over everyone else. It's me
My
you
heart
wouldn't leave.
shakes her head. I'd never leave you.
Okay. I am leaving
Yes,
the winter court. I am leaving the winter court, though.
you are?
Mm-hmm. I'll nod.
Why?
I miss being in spring. I left because of Elias and realized I had no reason to. And being around other spring courtiers here, being around the Spring King, it's made me miss it.
She'll nod. I support whatever you
I consider leaving Elias for a moment.
do. As much as that would hurt, you know I couldn't leave you. Go wherever you go. But I don't want you to leave Elias. I don't want to leave Elias.
He and I need to really talk. And we need to, yeah, things are going to have to change between he and I, or I'm leaving. I have problems with certain things that he's doing. And I'm not okay right now with him. If he and I are going to work through this and stay together, then he's going to need to listen to me. And not just placate me or blow me off. He's going to need to listen and he's going to have to change some things, or I'm leaving. I'm I'm not his pet or his plaything. And I feel like he's been treating me thus. And I'm very much done with it. I don't mind him necessarily making choices in this arrangement or telling me that I'll think a moment as to how to word this. I don't mind him making decisions. You understand?
She'll nod.
But I don't want to have to give forgiveness instead of permission. That won't be happening again. I'm out if he does it. He put me in a very compromising position. You as well. And I'm not a goddamn toy. And if he wants to treat me as such, then I will remove myself from his life. And I'll take you with me because I know you'll follow. And if losing the both of us doesn't set his head straight, then he's not the man I fell in love with. And he's not the man that you should love. And I won't even look back. You are my wife. And my devotion is always to you. He has been my lover and, in the way of the Fae, my husband for quite some time. You're the one that I would seek more mortal connections with. See, because that's something I don't think that the Fae think about sometimes. We ask ourselves, what's the point of getting married to the mortal tradition of marriage by law? Right?
She'll nod.
It means that that person meant so much to you. That you even take a gesture, make a move that seemingly is hollow to us, without point, and still bind yourself to them that way. That they mean so much to you. That you want them in every way. Even in ways that make no sense. Because sometimes the way you feel about them doesn't make sense. It can make sense together. And the smile.
She'll smile back at him.
I know you're hurt right now.
I
And I'm sorry for that, and there is very little I can do to fix it.
don't need you to fix it, Alexa.
I just want to hold you and be here for you.
She'll nod. I didn't plan to. I didn't plan to fall for him. Fucking. I had sex with him because Donati wanted me to.
God. Always, of course, it's Donati. I swear to God, that man breeds and bleeds off the chaos he creates. He and Elias really should get together. They'd make such an amazing couple. And we would all die, but hey, that's where
Do
we'd
you
be.
know? But do you know what drew me to him? I don't think I've told you this.
What?
It reminded me of you.
Really?
She'll nod. Remember, I was asking you about your children before.
Cheers up. Yeah, I remember that.
Dominic was taken as a baby.
He'll look down. I'm aware of the fact that Dominic is Muslim.
Okay. Sure.
That's why I was drawn to the Supreme Court originally. And he smiled softly. I did what I could for him.
Yeah. That's what really drew me to him. And yes, I love him for him, but initially what made me look deeper.
My love, I do realize that the child that you're carrying is also my grand.
Uh-huh. I realize that. Yes.
I'll smile.
Which means no matter what, she's ours.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And whether we go through anything.
He'll pull her onto his lap. Rose,
Yes.
I have a question for you,
I might have an answer.
but I'm afraid to ask.
Just ask. Please.
Go with me? Ahmad,
Go
please.
with Spring Court?
I know you're Autumn, and I know that. I'll lick his lips. I know that
No.
never.
She'll put a finger on his lips. I had a conversation with Sully earlier. And he told me that the reason why I'm hanging on to Autumn so hard is because lately my life has been chaos, and it's been my anchor point.
Mm-hmm.
It's my familiarity. And he's right. But I have you. You're my anchor. You're my familiarity. If you want me to go with you to the spring court, I'll go.
He'll smile broadly. You will?
She'll smile and nod. Yes, I will. because I have you.
He
You're my home.
he presses his face to hers and just nuzzles. I love you.
I love you too. So much. So much, Lexa.
Smile. I feel so happy right now. He'll just tuck her head under his chin.
Just wrap her arms around him and just hold him very tightly.
You smell so good.
Sully bottled my scent and had me smell it. I agree. I smell really good. You know, I think. No, I know. I have you. For sure. Forever.
Mhm.
I don't think anything will jeopardize that. But I think Sully's going to be very good for me too. He and I had there's a weird familiarity there. It's like we had I connected with him instantly. It's almost as if I had known him before.
He's been around you for months. Well, not.
She'll shrug.
That may be what that instant connection was.
Maybe.
He is the one who Elias set to guard you.
Oh,
Remember
I
Elias said
rem-
that night that he would set a bodyguard to you, but you would probably never see them.
uh huh.
It was silly.
Yeah.
That's probably why it felt like an instant connection, because he's been around you this whole time. Not when we're at home sometimes. If we're at home and no one else is home, then he's been there.
Okay. But so subconsciously, I was already very familiar with him.
Probably.
She'll nod. It kind of makes sense.
Isn't it funny to think that you two might already be in love? You just didn't realize you were. You pick up his
She looks at him.
you pick up his scent on things, not realizing what you're smelling, but knowing that it's keeping you safe. Little things, his presence in yours, watching you, knowing that if anything were there to harm you, that he would stop it. And I think a few things have, actually.
She like she her eyes widen a little bit. Like, really?
And he'll smile.
He's definitely been doing his job.
And he'll smile. But I think it's all rather romantic.
I love you.
I love you too. Je l'ai bleu par. Gegenskatting. He said it in both Russian and Swedish.
Mm-hmm. She just smiles at him.
Or as the Americans say, I love you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
He'll laugh. I can't do, I can't do that accent for nothing. Just walk up next to a stranger to speak like that. And smile.
I will say that I do hope that you and Elias can work things out. Does he know you're leaving the court?
Yes. Spoke to him on it last night.
Who is he going to appoint for his consort?
That was just the consult of the court. Remember that the consort does not have to belong to the court.
Oh, I suppose that's true. She'll smile.
Smile. I know you have a big, strong Australian man waiting in bed for you.
Yes, he is waiting. But I needed you first.
I'm coming along.
Oh,
Whisper.
well, okay then. I definitely don't mind that.
Well, shrug and smile. I know the man's straight. I can keep it between us. Laugh.
I told him your fetish,
Oh,
and he's perfectly fine with that. He's
I'm going
definitely
to
fine with that.
watch so much tonight.
Well, should we go then?
Oh yeah, we're both going and coming. Ha ha.
Yes, we are.
I love
Fuck
you.
me until I'm over Dominic, okay?
Oh, hold on. It's going to take a while, but I'm tucked in for the long haul. No
she'll,
smiling.
she'll stand up and pull him up with her.
You'll follow along. Following like the little puppy he is. And I think we can end it there.
Yep.
Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching, peoples. Bye!